Hi, everyone. Welcome to math class. I'm Miss Charno, and I'm going to be your math teacher this year. And I'm very excited to meet you all over the next couple days. Okay, so a little about me. I was raised here. I am from Encinitas. I went to Degano Junior High, and I went to San Diego Academy right when it became the Academy. And after high school, I went to the University of Rochester. It's in upstate New York, and I earned my bachelor's in economics. From there, I went to Pace University in New York City, and I earned my master's degree in mathematics education and started teaching in New York City. This is my 11th year as a teacher at LCC, but overall it's my 16th year teaching. So a little bit more about me. I have two children. I have a 10-year-old. Her name is Thyme, spelled like the herb, Thyme. And I have a 7-year-old son. His name is Wiley, Wyle. And actually, he was named by one of my students here at LCC when I asked for name suggestions while I was pregnant. And my spouse is a middle school science teacher in Vista. My family also includes one dog. We just got a puppy. He's about 6 months old, and his name is Sasquatch. And I have two cats. Pillow, his full name is actually Pillow Fort, and the other cat's name is Cumulonimbus, and we actually just call him Nimby. So we have Sasquatch, Pillow, and Nimby. I like to play video games. Lately, I've been playing a lot of Zelda and Mario Kart, and I've been playing Mario Kart and Zelda basically since the original. So whoever wants to challenge me, let's go. I also have played field hockey and basketball, and I like to weightlift. I used to climb a lot, but I recently hurt my shoulder, so I've had to take a break from that for a couple years now. I also like to coach my daughter's sports teams. I have a lot of fun coaching her basketball team and her soccer team. And I'm just starting to get into building some furniture. I built a couch this summer and did some other woodworking in our house. I'm about to, in the next couple weeks, build a desk for my daughter for distance learning. So what to expect this year? Math can be challenging. I know it can be really challenging, and I'm here to help you with that. We're going to do a variety of synchronous and asynchronous activities this year. So synchronous means we're going to all be together as a class, or I'm going to be telling you to do some breakout works or some group work. Asynchronous is an activity that you can do on your own time. I'll give you some time during the day for it, but if you have to stop and do it later, that's fine too. Those are our asynchronous activities. Homework will be a variety of things. Sometimes it'll be your traditional worksheet, and you can either do that writing in a notebook or doing it on a write-on PDF. Either way is fine. You'll be submitting that in Google Classroom. Another way we might do it is we might have some instructional videos for you to watch through Edpuzzle primarily, and you may be completing some assessments online or completing online activities as well through other programs. Throughout the year, you are going to have tests and quizzes. That's still happening, guys. We're going to have a lot of short quizzes kind of throughout the weeks, and also we'll have some traditional tests. And we're going to try to get some projects in there too. The second week of school is when we're really going to go over all the nuts and bolts of our syllabus. But if you want to know, we're going to be 60% of your grade will be based off of assessments, so quizzes, tests, and projects. And 40% will be based off of our daily engagement of synchronous and asynchronous activities. So 40% is a good amount. So please make sure you're staying engaged and continuing to work. And if you have questions, please ask. I'm here to help. Materials. Okay, what do you need for math class? You're going to need some type of device. If you haven't picked up a school Chromebook and you don't have your own at home or a laptop or desktop program, please contact the school so that you can get yourself a Chromebook to work on, okay? As well as you're going to want to have some internet. And if you're someone who may need a hotspot for internet, again, you can get one through the school district as well. I recommend having a spiral notebook. That's what I work in. I do all my math work in a spiral notebook. I like the kind that has grids on the back because, well, it's math class. We're going to be doing graphing, so I might as well make it easier on myself. I also like to do my work in pencil or pen. Either is fine. should probably have an eraser and a ruler because, again, we are going to be graphing. So rulers are going to be helpful for you. Highlighters are nice when you're looking back at your notes. And then also a calculator. I recommend a calculator that looks like this. The school version is yellow, but the version you'd buy at a store is often gray. This one is about $20, and it'll get you through all of high school math up until calculus, probably. Calculus, you'd want to have a graphing calculator. But a TI-34 Multiview, this is the calculator I have in my classroom, and this is a calculator I have at home. So you have a question while you're using it, I can walk you through this one. Other calculators will be a little harder to walk you through. But again, $20, and this calculator, honestly, it really does a lot. Okay, and what do you need to know for the first day? Well, when class is going to begin, log into Google Classroom. You should already be added to your class. So just go to classroom.google.com and you should see yourself in the math class. In that, you're going to locate the Google Meet link at the top left-hand corner of the Stream tab. That's where we're going to get our Meet link. You're going to click on the link and join our meeting using your school account before class starts. Give yourself some wiggle room because we're working with some technology here and we all know that doesn't always work. So give yourself a few minutes to come in and get yourself settled before class starts. Give yourself some time. And when you log in, please make sure your mic is muted because we're going to have over 30 people in our class most likely. So that's a lot of people to talk at the same time. So please come in muted. And that's it. I hope that's pretty easy. If not, please email me with questions. Okay, now, when you log in, we're going to do everything as much as we can with our school account. So please make sure you know your school account. If you need it, okay, it's at my.suhsd.net and it can be accessed through email, is your Gmail. And then we're also going to use a program called Desmos, okay? And honestly, it's an amazing tool for mathematics, okay? And some of you know it from previous years in math. We're going to do a lot of things with Desmos. Please make sure when we log into Desmos activities, you click the login with Google button and use your school Google account. If you do not log in with Google and you have to come back into the activity or something happens with technology, all your work will be lost. But if you log in with Google, then the next time you open that activity, it's automatically saved. And if something happens with the technology, you're good to go. Just log back in. It'll be okay. You also need to use your school account to come to our Google Meets. No logins that don't have our SDUHSD logins will be admitted. So please make sure you're signed in with your school Google account. Okay, now, Google Classroom. This is your go-to place, okay? I want you to check this thing. If you don't have announcements turned on for that, please make sure you're going to get announcements for it. I have the app on my phone for Google Classroom so that when students submit work or ask questions, I get a pop-up on my phone. Now, I am going to spend time with my family after school, so please allow me that time to spend time with my family. I will, when I have breaks with my children, will answer your emails and your questions, okay? But it might not be as fast as you want. Your parents will understand. They remember what you were like when you were little too, okay? So please, again, use Google Classroom as our primary way to check classwork, homework, due dates, announcements. I do also have a website that I do update regularly as well. Okay, and your Google Classroom, it should be updated before every class, so you'll have all the links and everything you need. Parents, you can be invited to Google Classroom too. Some of you may already be there. So if you'd like to be in Google Classroom and get the Google Classroom reports, please just email me with the email address you'd like in there, and I'll do my best to get you added. Okay, now, if you need help, I'm here for you. Just give me an email, post a comment in Google Classroom, reach out. I'm here to help you. And this is really about anything. Like if you're stuck on a math problem and you've been working on homework and you're stuck, please shoot me an email. Most of the work I assign should not take you more than 5 minutes per problem. If you're spending more than that on any problem, please reach out for help. I am here to help you, okay? And ask questions. Questions are how we learn. Mistakes are how we learn. They're a natural part of growing. And if you have questions or you're making mistakes or you're just lost, reach out. You can also set up appointment times and do one-on-ones with students. So please, again, reach out. The only way I know you're struggling, because we're not in a room together, the only way I know you're struggling when you're working on your work asynchronously is if you tell me. Okay, so I'm looking forward to meeting all of you. And some of you I've had in previous years, and I can't wait to see you guys again. But I'm looking forward for a great year together, and I'll see you soonish. Bye.